Hey everybody, welcome to Brant's Brain. You have successfully stumbled upon this video, hopefully looking for a way to learn how to use Selenium in Python. And the example we're going to use today is how to use it to collect weather data in the past from a website called Weather Underground, which you're probably aware of. I've messed with Selenium a little bit in the past, but this will be a good way to practice for me. And just a disclaimer, I haven't actually tried to do this yet, so you'll be learning along with me. And I got this inspiration from a friend of mine back at college. I went to Penn State, and he actually was recording historic data from Weather Underground for a job of his at the time. It was in the sports department, and he needed to know a bunch of different stuff that we're going to talk about here for that actual whatever sport he was working for. And he was doing it all by hand. And I found that really funny because it was row after row of the same information found on Weather Underground. It was all of this. He was recording the actual data and the historic averages for most of these cells, and he was doing it all by hand for every day in the past that he needed to find. And I thought that was really just sad, to be honest. So I told him that I wanted to automate that for him. And a year later, here we are, and I'm just getting around to it. He doesn't work for them anymore, but I thought it'd be fun to try it just to see, or at least show him how it could have been done. So, with that, let's get into the goals I have here. Like I said, I wanted to make an automated historic weather data collector, and it was inspired by my friend who did it manually. I want to only use Selenium. I think it's possible. Like I said, I haven't done any prep for this, so I don't know for sure, but I think it's possible. And we have to use Weather Underground site, A, because that's what my friend used, so I want to make it as accurate as possible. And B, I think that's the only way that we can meet all of this criteria because it needs to have all of that in it. The deliverable, hopefully by the end of this, we can provide a CSV, comma, separated values for those who don't know, containing the past month's worth of weather data below, where the only input arguments that we provide are going to be the location zip code and the month desired. The web page I gave as an example, this goes directly to this page here, is how we're going to collect all of that data directly from this web page. And this is the required data we're going to use. So, if I was going to split this up into steps, I would first want to get the Selenium imported. I'm not going to go over how we can download and install Selenium. There are plenty of resources that you can use to figure that out. So I already have Selenium downloaded, and by the way, I'm also going to be using a separate file I wrote for another project. This can be found on my GitHub, which I'll put in the description. But I'm going to use this as a template just so I make sure I can get as much of it correct as I can right off the bat and have to worry about fewer errors. So I'm going to import the WebDriver from the Selenium package, which is pretty straightforward. And then I'm just going to create the browser right off the bat. And I'll run this to make sure that it works. I am not working in an IDE, as you can tell. I'm just running it straight from Atom, which is a text editor, and running PowerShell just to run the Python script. So I'm in the correct folder, and now I'm just going to run the Python file itself. This should bring up a browser, which, as you saw, it just did, and then that was all I needed it to do, so it just quit right there. Cool, so the browser's working. Now I need to bring up my web page again. Where did that go? Hello. There we go. Okay, so now we know the browser works, and we're gonna browse to this particular site. What I need is we're gonna start by just browsing to this site in particular, and then we'll figure out the zip code stuff in a bit, because that's just another step or two to get to it. So in order to do that, I just need to call browser dot, I think it's get, if I remember correctly. Yes, browser.get, and then this website as a string. and we should be able to see. I'm just gonna call sleep for 5 seconds just to make sure that it's not quitting based on browsing to the website. I think this is, can I import sleep? Or, yeah, it's from time. So from time import sleep. Let's try running that. Oh, browser went somewhere. Session not created. This version. Oh, only supports Chrome version 80. All right. So I need to download a more recent version of the WebDriver. So you guys do get to see me download the WebDriver. This is messing up how it was working. That took way too long to figure out. All right, well, now we know where's this guy. Okay, so now we know we don't need the sleep command anymore, it's already up. We're starting our driver and we're getting to this website. This is the same one that I had pulled up as an example. So we can kill that, just hitting X here, and our client's gonna stop. Now we need to close these guys, and the next piece we need is to collect this data, and we do that, as you can find in my baby votes file. We can collect that by going to XPaths, which are pieces in here that define where these numbers and different text is located. The best way that I find to do this is to inspect in Chrome. I'm going to make this a little shorter. Can I just, nope, that was not it. Come on, little guy, there we go. Alright, like I said, the best way I found to do this is to pull up this pane for inspector, and I want to see, come on, give me that, exactly where that is. Okay. Of course I can't look over there. No, I want, why has this got to be so hard? Okay, so here is our text right there. Now, if I right click on that, I should be able to copy the entire the entire XPath. This is kind of similar to a relative path versus an absolute path. If you've ever messed around with Linux, you can do like a CD, whatever that symbol's called, a tilde, I think is what you call it. And it just means that I want to go to my home directories, and then you can put documents after that, say home directories document folder, versus an absolute path where you start at root and go all the way to USR, your username, and then documents is how I look at it. So I'm going to copy the full XPath, and we're going to try to see if that works. So back in my script here, I'm just going to call this variable actual high, and I'm going to put that as a string here for now. This could change in a second. I'm just going to collect a few, and then I'm going to grab the low as well. This is all just to see if we can make this bit work, because I just want to test it and make sure I can find every piece I need. So I'm going to call this one actual low, and again that is a string. Cool, and that's all I'm going to use for now. I'm going to pull this back over. Alright, so just to recap here, we're opening our driver, we're getting this website. I'm going to take this out for now. And we're storing temperatures in these two variables. And these are static right now because we're only going to get the two temperatures for November 11th. So eventually we're going to have to iterate through temperatures for different days, but I just want to make sure that this works here. So what I want to do is, I believe, can I just get those? I think I can just print them. So I just want to print actual high and actual low. I'm pretty sure they just return string values. So if I go back to my shell here, nope, wait, let's try something. Oh no, if we look up here, it just printed. Oh wait, because they're string values, I'm dumb. Okay, so we're gonna close this. So we literally just printed string values. So if I need to return that as an XPath. Okay, here we go. Find element as by XPath. Yeah, that was stupid. Find element by XPath. And then we can use that as a string value. And this browser needs to do that. Let's see if that works. All right, let's try that again. Hello, where? Okay, so if we see here, I think I know where we went wrong again. It's returning the object for that piece. I think I can put time, or I'm sorry, text on the end of this. So we get that, and I think I can just put text on there. Let's see if I do anything about that in here. Doesn't look like it. I don't think I ever had to do anything about that. We'll get there eventually. Why does it? I don't know why it does all that. Yep, there we go. 63 and 59 degrees. If we go back to our website, we should see 63 and 59. Nice. So, just to reiterate what we did here, actual high is a variable that we captured the entire XPath for. When we said browser find element by XPath, we said, okay, we were going to take the current page, go find this XPath, actual high, and then return the text value for that, because this method actually goes and gets an object, and we only want the text value for that. So this XPath has a value text, and we just returned that when we went to get it. Awesome. So I'm going to take a quick second, and I'm going to be more than a quick second, but we need the rest of the values for that. All right, and the reason I say this dominant condition piece is weird is because it doesn't actually say on the website what the temperature, or I'm sorry, what the conditions were like on this day. Why? This website is weird. Can't. Okay, and you can see that by looking in this condition column. You have a ton of entries about what condition it was like at what time of the day, but there is no summary for the whole day. So what my friend probably ended up doing was he just looked at these and he's like, hey, fog seems to show up quite a bit here, or partly cloudy. I'll just say it was foggy the whole day. Because it gives you, looks like every 20 minutes or so throughout the day. So you could easily just kind of take a stab and say looks like there's more of these than the other one. I'll just take those. But if you wanted to be accurate, you could take a dictionary and enter a key for fair, shallow fog, patches of fog, and then keep a count of how many times those show up throughout the day. So I think I want to do that. And that'll take a little bit of extra work, but it shouldn't be too bad. So instead of a string value here, I actually want to make this a dictionary, declare that as a dictionary. And we'll implement that in a bit. I just want to make sure that these pieces are going to work before we get too deep into that. Date, like I said, that's going to be a little trickier. This might end up being a list because we're going to have a month, day, and year. So we can keep this as just a 3-entry list and modify it as we go. We'll see. That could be end up being a dictionary too. All right. I think I'm almost done with my template there. So I have all of my variables now, and I think do I? Max win? Yeah, I do. Okay, so what I need to do now is build out a way to iterate through these different things. Make this a later date, their month October. Just print found October for now. This all can be let's give that a whirl. Oh, look at that. Okay, so now let's click on it. Browser.click option. Should get us there. We should see this change to October. Oh, did I mess something up? Oh, this guy just said option.click. Okay. Hey, look at that. Awesome. That's really helpful. Cool. That actually helps a lot here, because this is going to be used, this will actually be used back in the beginning. So we're going to take this all the way up. I think I want it in this area. So we're going to take the input will come back. I think I'll leave this commented for now just for testing. But what month would you like to gather data from? So month is equal to browser. Did I actually use that? No, I didn't even use that yet. Where did this guy use month? Or L? For option in L, driver dot find element. Yeah, I don't think we don't even need this yet. I didn't use month anywhere. So I think this can, I'll copy this line, but I think this can go away. And this is just going to be this is equal to month. This is, make this an F string, found month. Oops, found month. Cool. Let's try that again, and we'll set month up here equal to October. This could go horribly wrong. Nope, okay, cool, that worked. Oh crap, I forgot to look at what it clicked for that. Okay, I'm just going to rename this day XPath so I can keep my consistency here. I want this to be day, I want this to be day, and I want this to be day. This can be day XPath. Alright, try again. And I'll print here too. Found this is just gonna be found day one. Or no. Found, just call it found day. Oh, okay, so it's not, the if statement isn't running at all. Okay, because it didn't print found day. Good to know. So what happened there? Let's put a print statement here. Call it passing day dot, oh, we didn't put text. Run it again. Alright, so there should have been a found 12 in here, but there wasn't. Why not? Oh, because it's a string. Alright, I'm feeling good about this one. Feeling good. There it is. Nice. And did it click it? Yes, it did. Awesome. That is fantastic. So now, I'm not going to worry about the year. I'm just going to click View because we are almost through 2020 now, so we have plenty of options. And this is the Submit button, so I'm going to copy this, copy full XPath, bring this guy back up, and then at the end of this for loop, we need to click View, which is browser.find element by XPath, paste this, and then it's just a click at the very end, as far as I know. And we will look for, let's look for the 25th, just for the heck of it. October 25th, 2020. Let's see if we can find the weather for it. There we go. Awesome. Nice and cool in October. Great. All right, now I'm just going to exit that. Let's recap on what we need to do here. I'm going to draw up some. So after this, we can begin data collection. Up here was, I guess it's technically right there. Right here, we're just getting to the right date, getting to the, I guess, beginning of data collection. Oh my gosh, can I spell? There we go. Okay. Oh, you know what? This can probably change soon because I don't need to run a for loop. I'm only going to click on the first one. So I just need to find the XPath for the first one. But I'll worry about that later. Redo for only clicking the first option. Yeah, I don't know why I spent all that time trying to find the first option. I will end up using this during the iteration though, because I need to go through every day. Okay. Now, this is where I need to start going through and writing my CSV while I iterate through each day in the given month. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to open a file here and call it, I'll call this requested month historic data.csv. That should work. And then I'll just make it writable. As I like calling mine writer, just to make it easy. Alright, and the first thing I want to do, writer.write, and then put in all of the criteria I needed. So I'm going to pull this down here, because these are going to be my headers. So I'm going to say, actually, I can just copy paste these. Oh, and the date. Date's going to be a little tricky though. Oh wait, no it's not, because we found an easy way to do that. Because now I know my day, I know my month, and I know my day. So yeah, it should be fun. And I know the year. Great. So I have that. I'll just stick this back up here since I don't need it anymore. Good. Now I have my first line written for my file. So this is where I should begin my for loop. This is going to be day in it needs to be the day in the options list for the day, which is the for loop I made up here. So I already declared day XPath, so I can just copy this whole thing. For day in day XPath option, I want to click on each option. So day dot click, and then from there I need to gather all of the data. So that's gonna be this, all of this right here, the actual highs, all of that. And dominant condition is still going to be a little tricky, but that's okay. And after I gathered all of those, I need to write each one as a row in my CSV. So it's going to be writer.write, and I like X strings, so I'm just going to make them all X strings. The first one I need is, crap, I'm just going to expand this for now. There we go. All right, first one I need is the date. I'm gonna make the date something silly for now. I'll just call it day 1, and then I start with my variables. High temp, which is actual high, and the comma, and then historic historic average. So I think I should be able to just go down the list. Average high, and then low temp, actual low. Oh, and these are all going to be, I need the text values for all of these. Dot text, and I need all of the find element by XPaths too. Yep. And then now I'm on actual low. Just finished that, so now it's going to be historic average low. And day average temp. Yep, average day. And historic average day. And then max wind. Is that right? Yep. And then rain. Okay, and the last one's going to be dominant condition. I'm going to move that up here. I'm going to leave that out for now, because that's our last entry, and we can add that in later. Okay, so for day in XPath, day click, that looks pretty good to me. Why do I have month selector here? I think I can comment this out now. All right, I want to try that out. Forgot. One of those are important. Oh, hold on. You know what I forgot is I need to put a new line here. For those that don't know, it's just an enter key. But they're important for keeping things organized, especially in a CSV. Oop, hold on, we got issues already. Okay, so it ran through all the days and it found the one, the 25th. Oh, because we were still searching for the 25th. All right, so I can fix that. Yeah, this needs to be. Okay, let's fix this. All right, and I don't want to print found day anymore, and I don't want to print that anymore. Oh, actually, and this needs to be break here. Whoops, it needs to come after because we don't want to iterate through the loop anymore after we found one. We do here though. Okay, let's try running that. So it got to October 1st. Uh-oh, it crashed. Stale element reference is not attached to the page document. Something happened. Needed day 3. That is weird. I don't know why it's so happy now. The XPath for views shouldn't. It doesn't change. We're setting it to the same value every time. And now all of a sudden it's working. So weird. Alright, well let's, if that's so happy now, let's shorten the sleep times. Come on, there we go. View, click, day. Alright, you're just a 1 now. Actually, we'll make you guys 0.5. I hope you can take doubles. And you can go away. And I don't need you anymore. Now let's tackle the date here. Every time we want to write the month dot text, actually to make it really easy, we'll just do requested month and followed by a slash and then the current day. So we need day.text. I hope that doesn't break it. Wait a second, yeah, that's right. And then since we're always doing 2020, we can just write 2020. Let's see how that goes. "31 days in October. Should be the last one. Oh. Yeah, list index out of range. So let's see where we left off. Oh, crap. Missing days 1 and 2. That's okay. That was the only ones that were missing. So we do want to get October converted to a number. We can make a dictionary for that. But otherwise, that looks pretty solid. Okay, so we need to fix the list issue. But I think more importantly, we need to make it start on number 1. I wonder if we can make... So it probably started at the wrong number because of that, and because we started at day 11. So we need to make this select the first day. So where do I do that in here? Day options, for day and day options. Just copy these up here again. Day and day options. If day dot text equals 1, then oh crap. Oh, so day dot click 1, or sorry, day dot click. Yeah, okay. And then that'll have the current setting as 1. And then we can break. Let's give that a whirl. List index out of range again. Okay. That worked really well. Let's see. Oh, it still started at October 2nd. Let's see if -1 would do it. That's always handy. Hey, look at that, no error. That's more like it. Awesome. Okay, so now let's change October to a number, and that should be pretty straightforward. We'll just create a dictionary up here. These, I don't think we need these anymore. I'll just comment those out. So all we need here is month, we'll call it month to num, is equal to a dictionary of, so now we'll just start January, maps to a 1. Cool. So now, if we call month to num of the string value, where's my print? Requested month. Okay, yeah, we call month to num of that string value. It's going to return the number, and it should be good there. So now our tricky piece here is, we can exit out of that. We need to pull in all of, come on, there we go, all of these conditions, which is hopefully not painfully hard. So why did you print all of this stuff as value 1? I don't want you though, I want your key.text. Oh, okay. So if key.text, then we want key.text in here and key.text in there. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit better. There we go. Nice. Okay, so then we can just sort this. X out of these. Jeez, we have so many of these. Great, we can sort this into a list and just grab the first index. So we're dictionary by, we need key value. Yes, we need dictionary by value. This is always a stretch for me, I can never remember. Okay, you know what? I've used sorted in another Python file, so I'll just grab this and use one of these guys. I like this one. Okay, so once we have our dictionary, now we have this, and we only need the value. Alright, so then this is DOM condition, and I'm going to name this DOM condition, and then so for this, we're done with this. This can be for entry in, just to make sure it's sorted, we're going to say for entry in sorted DOM condition print weather type, and then this is going to be entry 0, and then this is going to be occurrences. No idea if I spelled that right, but oh well. Entry 1. Quotes. Give that a whirl. So we should see partly quality first. Other type. Yep, look at that. Looks awesome. Alright, so let's clean this up a bit. We don't need to print anymore. For actually, how did that work? It's actually really strange. How did that work? This should be indented again. Let's make sure that actually worked correctly. Yeah, strange. Okay, anyway, that's good. Take this out. Alright, let's pull all of this back down to the bottom. I'm just going to go right here. And then what's going to happen is we're going to write the sorted DOM condition entry 0, which is the weather type. Alrighty, and take our exit out. Let's run the whole thing. Come on, no error, no error, no error. Nice. Okay. Where are we at? Look at that. Okay, so this it gave you how many occurrences it had. You could enter why did it do that? Let me find that. That was just because we need to put another 0 here, but that's okay. That worked a charm. Awesome. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was cool. Very, very cool. Oh, and I also said for rain, you could implement, you could change this right here and say if rain equals, they list it like this, nothing, then just reassign rain. Rain is equal to yes. And then else rain equals no. And it'd be as simple as that. You just reassign the string value. Oh wait, sorry, that's backwards. No, and yes. Yeah. Anyway, that's how you do it. That was really fun. That was really painful. This this whole having to refresh XPath on especially Vue, that was really weird. And having to do day, it took us a long time to figure out how to make that work, but we got it. So anyway, I will save this and put it up on my GitHub. You are welcome to look at it as you'd like, and I'm going to clean it up a bit first, but that's how you create a automated web history data gatherer or collector. Thank you to my friend from Penn State for inspiring me. Yeah. All right. Well, until next video, thanks for watching.